Namaste. Adjusting volume. Yeah, okay. Yoga Sutra. Yoga Sutra, Sutra 7 of Book 3. Mic check. Cool. It's 92 degrees here. I don't use air conditioners. Very short. Namaste. Trayamanam tarangam pulvapyaha. Tadetarano Tiana Samati Trayaman Tarangam Tadetarano Tiana Samati Trayaman Tarangam Samprajnya Tasya Samateha Pulvapyo Samadipyaha Panchapyaha Satanepya Iti. Namaste. The three are direct days in comparison with the previous. The same three, fixed attention and contemplation and concentration, are direct days to conscious concentration in comparison with the previous means, the five beginning with the abstentions. Next is Veda. A 1 minute break. Today's yoga beat me up. I almost died, and I'm doing easy. I'm like, I don't know, it's using nicotine. I'm almost done with nicotine. Nicotine is the hardest substance to quit, but I'm almost done with it. Sorry, wrong book. Veda. Book 4, Hymn 19. Namaste. Devon, Minundra, Pajilin Natara, Bishop, Devon Saha, Suhabasa, Umah, Mahamupe, Rodasi, Buddha Tamushavam, Buddha Tamurashavam, Nirekami to Buddha, Nirekami to Buddha Notem, Buddha Hatie, Avansaro Janantam. Jivrayo na Devan Puvaha Samura Rulundra Samura Rul Samura Rul Samura Ruilan Samura Ruilan Samura Ruil Samura Ruilan 루이른드람 사무라 루이른드람 사무라 사무람 사무라루 사무라 루이 사무라 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 루이 사무라 루이는드람 사티야 요나 사티야 요니허 아하는 나힘 파리샤야마 파리샤야나 말노허 브란 발타니라라도 비시바테나허 아뜨르르누 바는담 비아타마부티야마남 수슈파노미는드람 사부타 프라티 프라바타 아샤야나마힘 바브레노 바주레노 리노 아빠이바는 아쿠쇼다야츠 차바성 구쇼마 부트남 바이노 바타스타비슈이 피리는드라흐 바타스타비슈이 피리는드라흐 바타스타비슈이 피리는드라흐 드르르하니아울 드르르하니아우 프랑 드르르하니아우 프낭 드르르하니아누 드르르하니아우 프낭 두샤마나 아조바 피나트 사쿠파흐 오조바 피나트 나트 까쿠파흐. Wow, these are very hard. 오조바 피나트 까쿠마 오조바 피나트 까쿠파흐 발바탕나마 아피 브란 다두르잖아요 나 갈팜 라탕알 이방 브란 야유허 상아까마드라야허 아딸빠요 베서러땅 아불장 우불장 sorry 울미는 뜨밤 버릇담 아리누어 있는드라 시는 투는 뜨밤 마히 마바님 비시바테낭 뚫비따예 바이양야 구셔라는 띠임 아라마요 나마사이자 달너허 나마사이자 달너허 수따르노마 아끄르노니른 드라임 아끄르노리는 드라임 시는 투는 브라구루봉 나 파는봉 나 바크봉 트바스랑 앞에는 바디오 바티 러따치냥 타는 방니아지람 앞으로 너끝으로 쇼노마 아토기는 드라흐 스타리오 담수 빠뜨니허 볼비루셔사허 샤라다시짱 굴땅 버릇드람 작하는 방암 아스러자드비 시는 투는 파리스 수이땅 아뜨르너드 바드 바타나허 시랑 있는드라허 스라비타베 버르티비앙허 바머리 피허 보트라마구르보 아당남 리베샤나드 타리바 자팔탐 비아는토 아키아다히마다다노 닐푸두카츠 치트사만라는 담 닐푸두카츠 치트사만하는 담 닐푸두카츠 치트 사마라는 땅 빨밤 Pranten Polvanui Karanoni Vipuran Vidubam Aha Vidushwe Karamsi Yatan Purushunuyoni Sivakul Tan Pamsi Rajananariyan Viveshwiha Tu Shututang Inandra Nu Shututang Inandra Nu Karunona Isham Jaritara Nadio Na Pibeha Akanrita Haribo Brahma Navyam Tiang Siama Ratyaha Sadang. Very rough. It was very, very hard. Veda is, could be really, really difficult, and this was not. Holy cow, beat me up. Verily, O thunder-wielding Inandra, all the gods here, the helpers swift to listen, and both the worlds elected, thee the mighty, high, vexed and strong, alone to slaughter Bharatra. The gods, as one would eld, will ex their efforts. Thou, Inandra, born of truth, wast sovereign ruler. Thou slewest Ahi, who besieged the waters, and duggest out their all-supporting channels. The insatiate one extended, hard to waken, who slumbered in perpetual sleep, O Inandra. The dragon stretched against the seven-pronged rivers, where no joint was, thou rentest with thy thunder. Inandra with might shook earth and her foundation, as the wind stirs the water with its fury. Striving with strength, he burst the firm asunder, and tore away the summits of the mountains. They ran to thee as mothers to their offspring. The clouds like chariots hastened forth together. Thou didst refresh the streams and force the billows. Thou, Inandra, settest free obstructed rivers. Thou, for the sake of Vaya and Dulviti, didst stay the great stream, flowing all sustaining. Ye, at their prayer, didst check the rushing river, and make the floods easy to cross, O Inandra. He let the young maids skilled in law, unwedded like fountains, bubbling flow forth, streaming onward. He inundated thirsty plains and deserts, and milked the dry cows of the mighty water. Through many a morn and many a lovely autumn, having slain Bharatra, he set free the rivers. Inandra hath set at liberty to wander on earth, the streams encompassed, pressed together. Lord of Bastes, thou broughtest from the anthill the unwedded damsel's son, whom ants were eating. The blind saw clearly as he grasped the serpent, rose, break the jar, his joints again united. To the wise man, O sage and sovereign ruler, the man who knoweth all thine ancient exploits, hath told these of might as thou hast wrought them, great acts spontaneous and to man's advantage. Now Inandra, lauded, glorified with praises, let powers swell high like rivers for the singer. For thee a new hymn, Lord of Bays, is fashioned. May we, car-born, through song be victors ever. Okay. Upanishad the next thing. Okay. Chanandogya Upanishad, Book 6, Canada 14. Here we go. Namaste. Yatang Somia Purusham Ganantara Pio Pinas Ganantara Pio Pinadata Gushamani Ganantara Pio Pinat 가는 달에 피오피 나듯 타그 슈어 가는 달에 피오피 나듯 타그. Today's reading is really hard. Why is that? 야탕에 소미야 부르샴 가는 달에 피오피 나듯 타그 가는 달에 피오피 나듯 타그 셔마니야 땀 따또띠자는 베스를 자뜨성에 야탕에 따뜨라 브랑은 보당은 보 마카 타랑은 바 브랑은 보다파 브랑은 보당은 보 브랑은 보당은 아 브랑은 보당은 바 타랑은 바 브라티양은 바 브라트마디 브라트마이 땅 피나드 타구셔 아니또 피나드 아니또 피나끝 아니또 피나드 타구셔 베스러 슈터허 다시양 야타 비나 하남 브라무치야 브라브루양 데땅 디샴 가는 타랑 에땅 디샴 브라자티 사 그라마드 그라맘 브라저 차는 빠는 두이또 메타비 가는 타라 네보빠 사문 바디에 따이바 메베당 하자리아바는 불광하는 부르쇼 브라저 차는 빠는 두이또 그라마드 그라맘 브라저 차는 빠는 두이또 메타비 가는 타라 네보빠 사문 바디에 가는 타라 네디 가는 타라 네보빠 삼빵 가는 타라 네보빠 삼은 바디에 따이바 메베 가는 타라 네보빠 삼은 바디에 따이바 메베 하자리야 와는 부르쇼 대반 다시야 따바 대반 지람 야바는 날 비목구 수의 타임 삼은 바트시양 이띠. Why is it so rough today? Like really hard today. It's like these words. 가는 타라 네보빠 사문 바디에 따이바 메바 가는 타라 네보빠 사문 바디에 따이바 메베하 가는 타라 네보빠 사문 바디에 따이바 메베 가는 타라 네보빠 사문 바디에 따이바 메베 따이바 메베 가는 타라 네보빠 사문 바디에 가는 타라 네보빠 사문 바디에 따이 가는 타라 네보빠 사문 바디에. Oh my god. Alright, starting from the top here. This is crazy. I can't believe this. 다시양 야타 피나 하남 브라무지양 브라부루양 데땅 디샴 가는 타랑 에땅 디샴 브라자티 사 그라마드 그라맘 브라처 차는 빠논도 있도 메탕비 가는 타라 네보빠 사문 바디. Oh my god. Next demon messes with me. I don't know. 가는 타라 네보빠 사문 바디에 따이바 메베 하자리야 바는 부르쇼 대반 다시야 따바 대반 지람 야바는 나 비목구 수의 타임 사문 바트시양 이띠 사야 에쇼노이 마이타 다트 미야미담 에쇼노이 마이타 다트 미야미담 사이밤 따트 사티얌 사 you know what that thing stupid human 사야 에쇼노이 마이타 다트 미야미다 에쇼노이 마이타 다트 미야미담 사이밤 따트 사티얌 사 아트만 따뜻바마시 시바타케토 이티 부양 에바만 파가바는 비지냐 바야트 비티 따탕에 소미에티 호봉장. 이티 짜툴다샤흐 칸도흐 카는도흐 나머지도 Just as, my dear, one might lead away from the Ganantharas a person with his eyes bandaged, and then abandon him in an uninhabited place, as there he might be blown forth either to the east, to the north, or to the south, since he had been let off with his eyes bandaged, and deserted with his eyes bandaged. As if one released his bandage and told him, in that direction are the Ganantaras, go in that direction, he would, if he were a sensible man, by asking from village to village, and being informed, arrive home at the Ganantaras. Even so, here on earth, one who has a teacher knows, I belong here only so long as I shall not be released. Then I shall arrive home. That which is the finest essence. This whole world has that as its soul. That is reality. That is Atman. That art thou, Shivataketu. Do you, sir, cause me to understand even more? So be it, my dear, said he. Okay, next and last, the Shrimad Bhagavatam. Yeah, today's Veda and Upanishad was kicking my ass. It was harder than Shrimad Bhagavatam, which is really, really hard. Okay. Taking a 2-minute break. This is the literature part. I'm getting prepared. Okay, let me see how long this thing is. If it's short, I'm gonna just read it fast and finish it. I think it's just too hot in here. It's 92 degrees, and I'm not sweating, but I'm like preventing myself from sweating, if you know what I mean. It works. Okay. Book 4. Chapter 21. I'm gonna look at 22 to see how long it is. 43. Yeah. Okay, 43 shlokas. What the heck? 21. Oh, 53. Sorry, 53 shlokas. It's really long. How will I do it? Will I be okay doing this? Am I gonna struggle, pull my hair out? I'm not using cannabis anymore, so. Let's see. Namaste. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Ekavimshotyaya Maitreya Vajam Mavkutikaiha Kusumasraga Pildukulaiha Kusumasraga Pildukulaiha Savanotoranaiha Mahasurapi Piltu Tu Paimananduitam. You know, I want to see, I feel like I've read this. Either I've read this or my memory from my past life is starting to overlap. No, I didn't read it. Huh. Okay. Alright, starting from the second part of the first shloka right here. Mahasurapi Piltu Mahasurapi Piltu Mahasura piltu pai manundu itam tataran pai Janandana guru toyal drara tyang Jatavara mai gabat Janandana guru toyal drara Janandana guru toyal drara tyang Jatavara mai gabat Janandana guru toyal drara tyang Jatavara mai gabat Bosheba gashata palai setok mail ka jai rajil piral jitama. Today is like impossible day. I have nicotine just in case. Bosheba gashata palai setok mail. Bosheba gashata palai. Bosheba gashata. Oh my god. Bosheba gashata palai se dokmail. Bosheba gashata palai se dokmail la jai rai jil pirai jitama. Bosheba gashata palai se dokmail. Bosheba gashata palai se dokmail la jai rai jil pirai jitama. Help me, this is impossible. Like I can't believe I'm getting hit with like the hardest words, like back to back. Bosheba gashata palai se dokmail la jai rai jil pirai jitama. It's gonna take a while. Sorry. Bosheba gashata palai se dokmail la jai rai jil pirai jitama. Almost. Bosheba gashata palai se dokmail la. Okay. Bosheba gashata palai se dokmail la jai rai jil pirai jitama. One more. Bosheba gashata palai. Bosheba gashata palai se dokmail la jai rai jil pirai jitama. Okay. Sabodanandai her. Gadali se taman pai her. Buga potai her. Parashakaratama. Daru paralaban mai. Daru paralabama la pi her. Salvata her. Samalangan kuratama. Brajang setam di babali pi her. Samapuratang sheshwa. Samapuratang shesho mangangalai her. Api yul murashadakani. Api yul murashadakani shejang. Murashadakunandalaman duitang her. Changan du pi koshwana. Changan du pi koshwana. Brahma koshwana. Sorry. Changan du pi koshwana. Brahma koshwana. Jaita vijam. Viveshan pavanam piraha sutu yamano katasamaya. Pujitaha pujayamasa tatara mahayashan. Auranjana padam setan puritaha puriyavarapradaha. San evamadi nyanavadya jashutviha. San evamadi niyamavadya jashutvitaha. Kaimanui puyamsi mahana mahatatamaha. Pulvana shashasavani manandalam yashaha sapitam nitaya ruruhe parampadama. Suta uvanjam Tadang dirang jasyang yasho vesaram vijanam pitam gunoirashe shwal gunoirashe shwal guna vata sapajitam gunoirashe shwal gunoirashe shwal guna vata sapajitam gunoirashe shwal guna vata sapajitam. One more. Gunoirashe shwal guna vata sapajitam Kushotatam Mahapagavatah Sadasapatam Kaushwarabim Brahma Guru Nanandamalchayana Vidurai Ubanjang Sopishwikatah Baratul Viprai Labatai Sheshwa Surai Hanoha Bortu Viprai Labatai Shesho Surai Hanoha. My God. Bortu Viprai Labatai Shesho Surai Hanoha. Bortu Viprai Labatai Shesho Surai Hanoha. Vipratasam Vaishnavam Tejo. Vipratasam Vaishnavam Tejo. Bahubodiyam Pyam Dudoha Gama Go Ambasyan Kiltim Na Shrunotia Pijinyon Yadavikara Moja Chishita Masheshwa Pupan Yadavikara Moja Chishita Masheshwa Pupan Lokan Sapalan Upaji Bananti Kama Madian Pitaname Vada Kaima Shudatama Maitrayan Ubanjang Ganga Yamuna Yolna Dioranantara Kushwetrama Basana Rabutan Eva Bupujem Pogan Punuya Jiha Sayang Salvatara Sakalitan Litish Deshaha Salvatara Sakalitan Deshaha Sabudadu Vi Pai Kadananda Truk Sabudadu Vi Pai Kadananda Truk Anyatran Brahmana Kula Danyatran Juta Kotrataha Brahmana Kula Danyatran Jesus Christ. My injuries are preventing me from pronouncing. Anyatran Brahmana Kula Danyatran Juta Kotrataha Ekadasi Namaha Satrati Kushwa Tatra Divakasama Samajo Brahma Shri Nam Cha Raja Shri Nam Cha Satatama Tasamin Nai Hatusu Tasamin Nai Hatusu Salveshu Subachiteshu Yatai Hataha Uttitaha Sadaso Matye Tarano Mudva Tarano Mudvran Duivan Tarano Mudvran Duivan Pramshuha Pinayata Pujo Gauraha Kanjaru Nakushwanaha Kanjaru Nue Kushwanaha Sunasaha Sumukhaha Saumiyaha Pinam Saha Sudabijasmitaha Beauta Vakushwa Buddhahacha Churonul Balilgu Dalo Taraha. Meow. This is torture. I'm not using cannabis. I have nicotine. These are really young. Beauta Vakushwa Buddhahacha Churonul Balilgu Dalo Taraha. Buddha churonul bali bali guda lodaraha. Buddha churonul bali bali guda lodaraha. Meow. You tabakushwa. Buddha churonul bali bali guda lodaraha. Almost. Buddha churonul bali. Buddha churonul bali bali guda lodaraha. 달구 달 바르구 달로다라허 바르구 달로다라허 부르하제 초로노에 발리 바르구 달로다라허 발타나 피로자스비 간잔오루루 다그라 빵트 수쿠시마 바크랑 세타스 니그 타뿔 타나 뿔 타자허 수쿠시마 바크랑 세타스 니그 타뿔 타자허 까문부까는 타라허 마하타네 두쿠랑 그리엠 파리타 요파비양짱 비안지땅 셰쇼간 드라시릴 니아메 비안지땅 셰쇼간 드라시릴 니아메 니아스타 푸쇼너허 그러슈너 지나타라 시리만 구샤파누이허 그르토치타허 시시라그니 타라 Oh my god, man. 시시라크니 타라 time. Well, 시시라그니 타라 타땅. I can't say 타땅 because of my injuries. 시시라그니 타땅라 구쇼허 사마이 구쇼땅 사마는 따따허 우지반이다 물비 샤허 사다허 삼할쇼야는 니밤 장로치트라바담 실라쿠쇼남 모러셔담 구타마빌클라밤 사베셔 무빡강랑알탐 사베셔 무빡강랑알탐 따당 아누바다는 니밤 라조방짬 사피아허 시르노타 파드람바허 사타보양 이하가땅허 사트수 지지냐 수필탈마마 베디암 스바마니 슈이타마 아함 다눈다 타로 라장 브라자나미하 요지타허 라크슈이땅 부르트티다허 스베슈 사투슈 스탕피땅 부르타크 다시야메 다다누슈프 나디아나 홀브라흐마 방아디나허 로강허 시유허 까마사는 도항 야시야 두슈였디 디슈터드르크 양 오드 타레트가람 라장 브라장 탈메시바시쿠쇼야는 브라장남 샤말람 봉은 끝에 파감장 스밤 자하티 사허 따뜻 브라장 팔들어 빼는 당알탐 팔들어 빼는 월탐 스발탐에 방아나수 야바허 꾸르땅아 토쿠셔 자티야스 딸히 꾸르땅아 토쿠셔 자티야스 딸히 꾸르땅아 토쿠셔 자티야스 야 꾸르땅아 토쿠셔 자티야스 딸히 메누그라하허 그렇다허 유얌 따다노 모다트밤 베트르다발쇼요 말라허 깔투허 샤스투라누지냐 깔투허 샤스투라누지냐 투스툴리암 샤스투라누지냐 투스툴리암 야트프라티야 야트팔라메 아스티 냐지냐 파틸나마 Question Jidai Ha Satatama Question Jidai Ha Question Jidai Ha Satatama Ihan Puturan Chan Lakusuyonante Jyotasna Gavatiah Jyotasna Vatiah Gavachid Puvah Mano Rutatan Apadasya Turubasya Pi Mahi Pateh Puriya Vratasya Rajal Shwerangasya Samata Pituha Idrashana Matani Shwo Majasyam Jam Pavasya Jam Parahuladasya Palashijam Pi Kurutaramasat Kuratiam Asati Kada Puratam Tauhitra Dina Prata Murutiyoho Shochiana Tamavi Mohitana Vaigas Vaigan Pavaiganum Prayanoikat Mia Hetunai Yatapanda Seva Piru Chisata Pavis Pasavina Meshe for Janamo Pachitam. Okay. More than 50% done. 22 shlokas left. Yatapanda Seva Piru Chisata Yatapanda Seva Piru Chisata Pavisana Pavi Pasabina Yatapanda Seva Piruchisata Pavis Pasabina Meshesho Janamo Pachitam Yatapanda Seva Piruchitas Yatapanda Seva Piruchisata Pavisana Pavis Pasabina not Pavisana Pavisana Yatapanda Seva Piruchisata Pavis Pasu Yatapanda Seva Piruchisata Pasabina Masheshwa Shanamo Pat Yatapanda Seva Piruchisata Yatapanda Seva Piruchisata Pasabina Yatapanda Seva Piruchisata Pasabina help me. My mouth is not moving. I think yoga did something to my mouth. I think it's in the process of healing and it's really uptight. Yatapanda Seva Piruchisata Pasabina Mashesho Janamo Pachitam Yatapanda Seva Piruchita Sabi. I'm gonna get my Nikoti. I'm at Shloka 31. I apologize if you're expecting a continuous reading. My yoga beat me up today. It's affecting my whole fourth chakra all the way up to my mind. Oh, nicotine. Okay, sorry. Yatapanda Seva Piruchisata Pasabina Mashesho Janamo Pachitam Malam Tiaha Sadiaha Gushuino Tianam Baha Metani Metati Gushuino Tianan Gushui Notianam Baha Metati Gushui Notianam Baha Metati Sati Yatang Padang and Gushatabini Hasutan Siratan Padang and Gushatavini Hasan Siratan Padang and Gushatavini Hasaratan Sarit Vinil tutan shesho mano malaha Vinil tutan shesho mano malaha Pumana Sanganga Vichinya Na Vishesha Viryavan Pumana Sanganga Vichinyana Vishesha Pumana Sanganga Vichinyana Vishesha Viryavan 야당은 그리물에 그릇닦겠다나 보나이나 잠스러팀 클래샤바함 프라파디아테 다메반 유얌 파자땅 드마브르트티 필만 마노 바짜흐 짱유구노이흐 파자땅 드마브르트티 필마노 바짜흐 까야구노이흐 very very difficult. Oh wow. What a 다메반 유얌 파자땅 드마브르트티 필마노 바짜흐 까야구노이흐 스바깔마피흐 아마이나흐 까마두 강은 크리 빵은 까잠 까마두 강은 크리 빵은 까잠 뭐냐 까마두 강은 크리 빵은 까잠 야타티까라 바시땅 타시드 타야흐 아사비하네 까구노구노 트바라흐명 아사비하네 까구노구노 트바요. That thing right there is mostly, the S thing. That's not really classical. 아사비하네 까구노구노 트바라흐 버타그비 타드라비아 구노 끄리야 끄리 요크티 피허 버타그비 타드리 비타드랑 버타그비 타드라비. These 4-line shlokas are the hardest in Shrimad Bhagavatam because they're broken up in 2 lines every time. Okay. Samanpadi at that time. Where was I? Oh yeah, this one. Asabihane kaguno tvaraha pertagbita pertagbita bian guna kri yokti piha pertagbita via guna kri yokti piha. Samanpadiat, I'm gonna say it again. Pertagbit time, pertagbita via guna kri yokti piha. Samanpadiat del time. Samanpadiat del time. Shayang yali ngana mapil bishuddha vichinyana kanaha. Okay. Samanpadiat del time. Samanpadiat del time. Shayang yalinganga. Shayalinganga. Samanpadiat del time. Shayang, I can't say Shayang. Samanpadya del ta Shayangangina. Mapil Vishuddha Vijnana Kanaha. Okay. Samanpadya del time. The yoga is like switch something in my mouth, so it's not. My mouth is not moving the way I want it to. Because of today's yoga session, it was really intense. It like changed my physiology a little bit. Samanpadya del ta shanga chaya. Samanpadya del Samanpadya del ta ya. Samanpadya del ta shaya. Samanpadya del ta shayangangina mapil vishuddha vijinyana kanaha. It's gonna take a while. If this word was in 1 line, I might have been done by now, but since Samanpadya del ta shanga, Samanpadya del Samanpadya del ta, Samanpadya del ta sha, Samanpadya del ta shayang yalingangana mapil Samanpadya del ta shayang. Oh. Yalinganga. Samanpadya del ta shayang yalinganga. Samanpadya del ta shayang yalinganga. Samanpadya del ta shayang. It's making me upset. It's because of my physiology I can't say these. Like I could say it in my mind. And if I constrict this muscle, then it says, it's all messed up. Samanpadya delta shaya. Samanpadya delta shayalang shayang. Samanpadya delta shayalang yalinganga. Samanpadya delta shayalinganga. Shayalinganga. Samanpadya del time. Samanpadya del ta shal. Samanpadya del ta shayalinganga nama pilvishuddha vijñāna kanaha. Almost. That was 80% accurate. Samanpadya del time. Ta. I can't say ta. Samanpadya del ta shayan. Samanpadya del ta shayalang yalinganga. Samanpadya del time. Samanpadya del ta Samanpadya del ta shayalang yalinganga. It's gonna take a while. This is really hard. 34, huh? Let me see if there are more difficult words like these. Not that many. No, that's the hardest word so far. Maybe here. One more difficult word. That's it. Okay, so after that, just one more difficult word. Everything should be smooth sail. If I get over that word. Samanpadya del ta shayang. Samanpadya del ta shayalang. Samanpadya del ta shayalang yaling. Shayaling, sound Chinese. Shayalingan, okay. Samanpadya del ta shai. Oh boy. Yeah, my mouth physiology changed because of yoga, and if I press this muscle, it doesn't say what I want it to anymore. Samanpadya del ta ya. Samanpadya del ta shayang. Yalingan. This is a good time to use cannabis, but I'm not gonna use it. Samanpadya del ta shayalang. Jesus Christ. Help me. Namaste, please help me. In King Yahushua's name, please help me. Samanpadya del ta shayang. Samanpadya del ta shayalingan. Samanpadya del ta shaya sham. Samanpadya del ta shayaling. Samanpadya del ta shaya. You know what? Ta shayang yalingan. Ta shayalingan. Ta shayalingan. Ta shayalingan. Ta shayalingan. Ta shayalingan. Wow. Samanpadya del ta shayalingan nama pilvishuddha vijñāna kanaha sivarupataha. So yeah, I just had a problem with that, and I didn't realize it because I didn't know my mouth has changed. Pratana kala shayatalma sangangrahe shariran eshu pratipadiyan jatanam kriyan palatavana vipulvipavyat yatanalo darushu daduguno tamakahu. Aho mamami pitaranan tianugraham harim gurum yajinya pujamati shivarama sivatalma yogena yajananti mamakan niranantaram kushonui talen durutavratang man jangatu tejaha prabhavana mahal the T piece tiku ti tiku fuyang. Brapavena mahal the T piece ti tiku fuyang. Help. You see that word has spoken into 2 lines. If it were in just 1 line, as it's supposed to be, I would have been done. You're not supposed to break Sanskrit words. Look at the snake. They broke that snake into 2 little snakes. Brapavana mahal the T piece tiku. Brapavana mahal the TP. Brapavana mahal the TP siti tiku fuyang. Brapavana mahal the TP siti tiku fuyang. I'm pushing through. Brapavana mahal the TP siti. Brapavana mahal the TP. Brapavana mahal the TP siti tiku fuyang. I'll take it. Tapasam vidyayam jump. Tadi piyamane jatan devatanam didi piyamane jitam didi piyamane jita devatanam kula savayam raja kula de vijanam raja kula de vijanam Purahumanuya devaha purushaha puratano nityam Harilyachacharano pipanandanat Avapa lagushimi manapayinim Yasho jagat pavitram cha mahatatama granuiha Yat sevayam sheshaguha shayaha sevarada vipurapuriya satushuyati Kamami shivaraha Tadeva tadatama pairajit Vini taiha tadatama parai vini taiha tadatama parai vini taiha Salvatamana Purahamakulam Nishweviatam Pumana Lapetanati Belamata Prasi Datotianantashanam Shamam Prasi Datotianantashanam Prasi Datotianantashanam Tashamam Prasi Datotianantashamam Svataha Svayama Yananitya Samambanantani Shwet Vayam Yananitya Samambanantai Yananitya Samambanantani Shwed Yananitya Samambanantani Shwedayam Vayam Help. I need help today. The yoga changed my mouth physiology to an extent that I cannot say the same words with the same muscles anymore. It's not good. I mean, it's maybe neutral. Maybe I'm going through changes. Yananitya Samambanantu ni Shwevayam. Yananitya Samambanantani Shwevayam. Tataha Param. Kimatran sati mukham havil pujam ashana tyananantah kalu tatatva kovidaiha shiradatha hutam yanamukham ijyanam apiha na vai tatangam jatanayam pahishakurutem hutachane paramahamsya pariyaguha Paramahamsya pariyaguha Yad Brahma Nityam Virajam Sanatanam Shradatha Tapomangalama Udna Samyamaiha Shradatha Tapomangalamam Shradatha Tapomangalama Una Samyamaiha Samatinam Viprati Hal Tadra Shurtoyam Yatra Dama Daishan Ivan Vapasate Dushwamaham Padasaro Renu Maria Bahayam Pitiki Rita Mayuha. Yeah, my mouth is not the same. So maybe it'll take some time to get used to this, whatever changes happen. Oh yeah, yoga exercise is supposed to, you're catching up, you're making your body catch up to your Vedic knowledge. So I do it once a week. Maham Pada Sarojare Maria Bahaya Tikiri Tumayuha almost. Pada Sarojare Maria Bahaya Tikiri Tumayuha Tikiri Tumayuha. Pada Sarojare Numai Sapada. Okay. Deshwa Maham Pada Sarojare Numai Pada Sarojare Renua. Pada Sarojare Maria Bahaya Tikiri Tumayuha. I'll take it. Yam Nityadang Viprata Ashu Pam Nashyat Nashyatyamum Saibaguna Pajananti Gunayanam Shilatanam Guratajinyam Burudatashrayam Samburno Tenu Samam Padaha Samburno Tenu Samam Padaha Prasidatam Brahmakulam Gabam Janai Danaha Sanucharashacham Mahyam Maitreya Upanishad. Alright, so the difficult, these 4-line shlokas are over. Now it's smooth say. Oh no, there's more. So one more 4-line shlokas, and now everything should be easy. Namaste. Maitreya Upanishad. Iti Pruvanam Nirupatim Peturadavadvijatayah Tushurtu Vulhura Shirtamanasaha Satuvanena Satavaha Putreno Jayate Lokaniti Satyavati Shurtiha Brahmadananda Hataha Papo Yadavenotiataratamaha Piranuya Kashipushichampi Pagavanan Nindayang Tamaha Vivekushuratia Gat Sunoha Parhala Dasyanu Pavataha Piravariya Pitaha Purthaviyaha Samaha Sanjiva Shashivatiha Yasyadura Shiachiute Pakatiha Saivalokaika Paitari Saivalokaika Paitari. Another 4-line shloka. I'm not afraid of 4-line shlokas. Aho Payam Hiadiyan Pavitrakilte Divayaivan Nathena Mukunandanatha Yan Utatama Shlokatamasyam Vishnu Brahmanuya Devasyan Katam Vyanakati. Alright, 3 more. Natyad Putamidam Natha Tavaji Vyanushasanam Prajanurago Mahatam Prakratiha Karunotamanam Adyan Nasatamasaha Parasatavayopan Saditaha Prapo Pramyatam Nashidadara Shurtvinam Kalmapil Daiba Samjinitaiha Kalmapil Daiba Samjinitaiha Namo Vibhudatasat Namo Vibhudatasatavayam Purushoya Mahiyasa Yo Brahma Kushatrama Vishyam Vipatidam Sivatejasam. Okay, that's it. Namaste. Wow. How long did it take? Yep, I got stuck. Iti Shrimad Bhagavate Mahapurane Paramahamsyam Samitanyam Jatultaskanante Ekabimshotyam Yahu. My apologies. Oh, got stuck at like 5 different words for like 5 minutes each. Okay. I don't have a digital copy. They used to have a digital copy of the English translation, and archive took it away. They took it down. I apologize, but I bought this from it. I had bought it like a long time ago. 7 years ago. Wait. Yeah, like 6 years ago, 7 years ago. 7. Okay. Discourse 21. Maitreya continued. 1 second. Alexa, put on Billy, please. Alexa. Okay, yeah. Maitreya continued. The city was decorated everywhere with pearls, wreaths of flowers, drapery, ornamental arches of gold, and highly fragrant incense. Drapery. Okay. It had its streets, quadrangles, and highways sprinkled with water, perfumed with sandal and aloe, and was adorned with flowers, unbroken rice, fruits, young blades of barley, parched grains of rice, and lights. It was beautified with stems of bananas containing bunches of flowers and fruits, as well as with young arechas, and was embellished all around with festoons prepared with the leaves of various trees. People of the city and fair-looking maids adorned with polished earrings advanced to greet him with lights and presents, as well as with all kinds of auspicious substances collected. Extolled, yet free from pride, the hero entered the palace in the midst of a flourish of conchs and the crash of kettle drums and the chant of Vedic hymns by the priests. Greeted everywhere and pleased, King Buddha of great renown honored the citizens as well as the different classes of his subjects hailing from the countryside by granting them boons which delighted them. Doing many such deeds, the great monarch of unimpeachable conduct and the most adored of all ruled over the terrestrial globe, and after establishing an extensive renown, ascended to the highest abode. Sudabanan. Vidura, that eminent votary of the Lord, Oshanaka, hailed the sage Maitreya, as the latter dwelt upon the glory of King Buddha, which had been augmented by excellences of every kind, and had won the homage of men of great virtues, and spoke. Vidura said, "What did that Buddha do who was installed as king by the Brahmanas, received presents from all the gods, and bore the prowess of Lord Vishnu in his arms by which he milked earth? What knowing man would not hear the glory of King Buddha? For it is the remains of whatever was achieved by his valor that all the rulers of the earth, as well as the different worlds and their guardian deities, enjoy to their heart's content even to this day. Therefore pray, tell his faultless doings." Yeah, my mouth definitely changed. I can't even pronounce the same thing. And yoga definitely did something, either to loosen something. Something happened. Maitreya resumed. Living in the holy stretch of land lying between the two rivers, the Ganga and the Yamuna, he enjoyed only such pleasures as had been earned by his past deeds, and with a view to exhausting his merits. His commands were respected everywhere, and he held undisputed sway over all the 7 main divisions of the terrestrial globe, barring, of course, the Brahmanas and the votaries of the immortal Lord. Once he consecrated himself for a great sacrificial session, and there was a huge gathering on that occasion of heavenly beings, Brahmana seers and royal sages, O noblest Vidura. When all the venerable persons in that assembly had been duly honored according to their rank and position, the king rose in their midst like the moon in the midst of stars. He was tall of stature, with brawny and long arms, and had a fair complexion, eyes ruddy as a lotus, a shapely nose, and a lovely countenance. He was gentle in appearance, had rounded shoulders, beautiful teeth, and a winsome smile. Full of vigor, he had a broad chest, bulky hips, and a belly shaped like a leaf of the holy fig tree, and charming with folds. His navel was deep and circular, like an eddy. His thighs resembled a pair of gold pillars, and his feet were slightly elevated in front. The hair on his head was fine, curly, dark and sleek, and his throat was marked by 3 spiral lines like those of a conch shell. He had on his person a pair of costly and excellent pieces of linen, one wrapped about his loins and the other slung across his right side and left shoulder. Being under a vow of abstinence, he had laid aside his jewels, so that the natural beauty of all his limbs was manifest. Covering himself with the skin of a black buck, and wearing graceful, and had finished his duties appropriate to the hour. Okay, I'm gonna read that again. Covering himself with the skin of a black buck and wearing kusha grass in his hands, he looked graceful, and had finished his duties appropriate to the hour. Okay. The king looked all around. The king looked all around with eyes which were full of love, and soothed one's agony, and thrilling the whole assembly with delight, as it were, made the following speech, which was charming to the ear, full of elegant expression, bland, polished, deep in significance, and uninterrupted by emotion. It seemed as if he was recounting at that time his own experience for the benefit of all. The king said, "Worthies present here, may you all be blessed. Pious souls gathered here, pray listen. Those who are eager to know what Dharma is ought to submit their own conception before the wise. As a ruler on this earth, I have been assigned the role of punishing the evildoers, protecting the people, affording them means of subsistence, and keeping them severally within their bounds. By discharging these functions, I, as such, hope to attain those realms which yield that one desires, and which, as the expounders of the Vedas declare, are earned by him who wins the pleasure of God. A sovereign who levies taxes but fails to teach the people their sacred duties reaps their sin and forfeits his fortune. A sovereign who levies taxes but fails to teach the people their sacred duties reaps their sin and forfeits his future. Free from a carping spirit, and with your mind fixed on Lord Vishnu, therefore, my subjects, do your own duty for the good in the other world of your ruler. Therein lies your own interest, and thereby you will have done a favor to me. Kindly lend your hearty support to this, O pure-hearted mains, gods and sages, for the fruit which accrues hereafter to the doer, the instructor, and the countenancer is the same. In the opinion of some, O most worthy ones, there is a God. For both here and hereafter can be seen in some rare cases places of enjoyment, as well as bodies which are endowed with brilliance. In the opinion of Svayampuva Manu, Uttanapadam, King Turuva, the royal sage Puryavratae, my grandfather Anganga, nay of Brahma, and Lord Shiva, as well as of Prahlada and Bali, and others like those enumerated above, one has to do with Bhagavan and Narayana, the sole independent means of securing the 3 objects of human pursuit, as well as heavenly bliss and final beatitude, the only dissenters being Vena and others who are deluded in the matter of righteousness and deserve to be pitied. Like the stream that has flowed from his great toe, the pious and ever-increasing relish one finds. Like the stream that has flowed from his great toe, the pious and ever-increasing relish one finds in adoring his feet immediately wipes out the impurity of mind of those afflicted by the trials and tribulations of mundane existence accumulated in the course of all previous births. Even the man who has taken shelter in the soles of his feet is completely rid of all the impurities of mind, and acquiring the special power of dispassion and self-realization, never returns to worldly life, which brings misery in its train. Confident of achieving the goal according to your merits and free from hypocrisy, worship Him alone, whose lotus feet are capable of yielding whatever you desire, with the functions of your mind, speech, and body, and by your own duties, which serve as a means of procuring a living to you. Wow. Yeah, my mouth definitely changed after that yoga session. It's gonna take some time to get used to it. I think the chanting later will help me. A compact mass of pure consciousness and attributeless in essence, He manifests Himself in the path of the ritual, in the form of a sacrifice possessed of many attributes, which is accomplished with the help of diverse substances, qualities, actions, as well as through the purposes to which the various rites are directed, the intention with which a sacrifice is undertaken, the distinctive virtue of things, and the appellation by which a sacrifice is known. Even as fire manifested through pieces of wood appears endowed with their peculiarities, so does the all-pervading Lord, manifesting Himself through the medium of the intellect in the body, which is a product of Prakriti, the time spirit, latent desires, and destiny, appear as the fruit of various religious rites as well. All those of my subjects on the surface of this globe who with a firm resolve incessantly worship, through the performance of their duty, Shri Hari, the preceptor of the universe and the supreme Lord of all those who receive a share in the sacrificial offerings, do me a favor. May the luster emanating from the ruling race, through their great affluence and power, never overpower the Brahmana race, and the votaries of the invincible Lord Vishnu, shining brightly through sheer forbearance, austerity, and adoration. It is by ever adoring the feet of the Brahmanas that Shri Hari, the most ancient person, who is a devotee of the Brahmana community, and who takes. I'm gonna read it again. Sorry, sentences are divided by like parentheses. They're trying to explain everything. It's just getting in the way. It is by ever adoring the feet of the Brahmanas that Shri Hari, the most ancient person, who is a devotee of the Brahmana community and who takes the lead among the most exalted, won Lakshmi, who never leaves him, and a glory which sanctifies the universe. Following as you do the righteous conduct of the Lord, pray, adore, in all humility, and with your entire being the Brahmana race, by serving whom that independent Lord, who dwells in the heart of all and is fond of the Brahmanas, is supremely pleased, who is better qualified in this world to serve as a mouth of the gods than the Brahmana race, by constantly adoring whom a man automatically attains final beatitude. Before long, consequent on his mind getting purified as a matter of course. You see, they divided the sentence with parentheses, trying to explain the sentence in the middle of the sentence. I thought the sentence ended. It didn't end. I gotta read it again because I didn't know, they're trying to explain things while translating. Who is better qualified in this world to serve as a mouth of the gods than the Brahmana race, by constantly adoring whom a man automatically attains final beatitude before long, consequent on his mind getting purified as a matter of course. The immortal Lord, who is the sole theme of the Upanishads, surely does not enjoy the oblations poured into the sacred fire, which is bereft of consciousness, so well as those offered with reverence into the mouth of a Brahmana by the Lords of truth in the name of gods fit to be adored in a sacrifice. Equipped with reverence, austerity, commendable conduct, chariness of speech, clarity. I don't know what there's. I'm just gonna read what it says. I don't care. Equipped with reverence, austerity, commendable conduct, chariness of speech, self-control, and concentration of mind, the Brahmanas ever retained in their memory, with the view to discovering the truth, the pure and eternal Veda, in which this universe can be seen as in a mirror. O venerable ones, let me carry the dust of their lotus feet on my crown all my life, for the sins of the man who constantly wears it speedily disappear, and all sorts of virtues seek their abode in him. And riches, as a matter of course, woo him who is an abode of excellences, rich in moral character, full of gratitude and devoted to the others. May the Brahmana race and the bovine species, as well as Lord Janardana and his servants, be gracious to me. Maitreya went on. As the king spoke thus, the maids and gods, as well as the Brahmanas, who were pious souls, felt delighted at heart and applauded him, uttering words of approbation. The Vedic text that one attains to the higher worlds through a son is quite... they're adding words to sentences. Like, there's a sentence and they put like 5 different parentheses in between words. So I have to skip. So if it sounds broken, that's what I'm doing here. You know, I have to skip words because I don't read words in parentheses because that's not in Sanskrit. And it makes me mad. Why would you add words when you're translating? Such human thing to do. That's so human. That's so stupid human. Sorry. When you're translating, please just translate. Don't add your thoughts, please. Jesus Christ. In parentheses, he added like 6 different thoughts in one sloka. The Vedic text that one attains to the higher worlds through a son is true. Sorry, I have to read it again because he added 3 words in there. In that sentence alone, he added 3 words in there. The Vedic text that one attains to the higher world through a son is true. For the sinful Vena, who was killed by the curse of the Brahmanas, has been able to cross over hell. Even so, Hiranyakashipu was about to descend into hell as a consequence of his blaspheming the Lord, but escaped it through the piety of his virtuous son, Prahlada. They spelled it wrong. Prahlada. It's not Prahlada. Yeah, these people don't know Sanskrit. O great hero, father of earth, may you live happily for numberless years, you who have such devotion to the immortal Lord, the one ruler of all the worlds. Having you for our ruler, O king of sacred renown, we look upon ourselves as under the protection of Lord Mukunanda today, since you reveal the stories of Lord Vishnu, the foremost of those enjoying excellent fame and a votary of the Brahmana race. I'm gonna read that again. Once again, he put parentheses in between sentence words. So if it sounds broken, I'm skipping these things. It's like some of them are in 2 lines. It's crazy. Having you for our ruler, O king of sacred renown, we look upon ourselves as under the protection of Lord Mukunanda today, since you reveal the stories of Lord Vishnu, the foremost of those enjoying excellent fame and a votary of the Brahmana race. It is no great wonder on your part, O Lord, to instruct your dependents, for it is the nature of exalted souls possessed of a tender heart to love their subjects. Robbed of our judgment by our own actions, going by the name of destiny, we had been wandering. Once again, parenthesis right there, and the sentence ended. Whose book is this? Gita Press. I'm gonna maybe write them an email or something. Having you for our ruler, O king of sacred renown, we look upon ourselves as under the protection of Lord Mukunanda today, since you reveal the stories of Lord Vishnu, the foremost of those enjoying excellent fame and a votary of the Brahmana race. It is no great wonder on your part, O Lord, to instruct your dependents, for it is the nature of exalted souls possessed of a tender heart to love their subjects. Robbed of our judgment by our own actions, going by the name of destiny, we have been wandering. And it's explaining, it keeps on going. Today you have led us across the darkness, O Lord. Hail to you, the most adorable person, dominated by the quality of Sat Divine, unmixed with Rajas and Tamas, who, inspiring the Brahmana race, protect the Kshatriya community and vice versa, and inspiring both, maintain the whole universe by dint of your own energy. That's it. Oh, sorry about that. Thus ends the 21st discourse in the book 4 of the great and glorious Bhagavata Purana, otherwise known as the Paramamsa Samhita. That was almost tortuous. That's it. Thank you very much. Next up is mantra chanting and another exorcism today. Her name, I'm gonna tell you right now. Her name is Skylar Neese. She was brutally killed by two of her own friends in 2012, and yeah. Okay, thank you very much. So yeah, I'm gonna clean my place prepare for exorcism. It'll take me about half an hour. So exorcism in probably like 45 minutes. Thank you. Yeah, today's yoga really changed my physiology. My body's catching up, and it's a little awkward today. Everything's gonna be a little awkward today. Okay, whatever. Have a good day. Namaste.